A loan from a financial institution is a beautiful tool. It is also a good facility for yourself, increases your convenience in repaying back to the lender. So, when you're on the borrowing end, it is your responsibility to make sure that you pay your debts in time. So, whenever you have an EMI date of 3rd, you can take the leverage of paying a little later, maybe 5th or maybe 7th or maybe 10th, but not beyond that. I lately saw a video wherein a collection manager has gone over to a customer's place to request for the EMI's payment, which is somewhere close to 20 or 23rd when he has actually approached. Customer immediately pulled out his mobile and started recording and talking rules about it. Let me keep you informed on the fact that there is not a single thing that's something called a visiting letter or a letter wherein you have to go by a permission. So it is definitely in the hands of the bank, because I'll explain you how the loan works. So when a bank lends you money, this is the money that bank gives you from the deposits that they have with the bank. So the customers who deposit into their savings account or into their fixed deposit, so this is the money that they actually take out, and this is how they actually lend and make money out of the EMI. That is when the depositor also gets a small cut, as in for the interest that they earn on the savings account and fixed deposit, and that is what the motivating factor for them also to deposit money with us. So that is how a loan has been working all these years and henceforth as well. So whenever we take your deposits money and we lend it, so the borrower it is his responsibility to make sure that he pays back every penny back to the bank, and accordingly also make sure that the bank's responsibility to also give back the money to the depositor, and whatever comes in between is called a spread. The spread is the income for the bank. So this is how this is how the banking traditionally has been working all these years. So having that in mind, it is the borrower's responsibility to make sure that the EMIs are paid in time. So it has become because of this convenience, customers have taken it as a right over themselves, and they say that it is my convenience. You are no one to ask. There's a collection manager who is actually going through such a time with such customers, and they will be demanding for where is your ID card. They'll be demanding for a visiting letter. They'll be demanding a lot of other things, which they say that this is all against the rules. You can never come. Someone who is ready to pay the EMI will never create such a fuss. Someone who is not ready to pay a EMI are the people who will come up with all such excuses, stating that they have done something wrong. The bank is wrong. This is wrong. It is having all the wrong practices in having the collections happening for the EMIs. It is not that it is a wrong practice. It is definitely a practice wherein bank will definitely demand, because the bank is answerable to the depositor. What if someday they show up at the bank and they say, where did the money that is in my bank go? So we cannot give the name of the customer saying that yes, this customer has not paid up because he refused to pay. He wants to pay it in the future date, and that is why I'm not having. So he would say, I don't even know who that person is. I have given you my money. I've put it in the trust of the bank, and I trusted that your bank will make sure that my money is safe over there. How come my money from my savings account or from my fixed deposit is not anymore? So this is where a lot of other banks internationally also lost their money, and you have seen how the crisis of 2009 has happened, which is a Lehman crisis, and how recession also kicked up and how things actually went really bad. So yes, please keep in mind, whenever it's an EMI date, whenever it is your obligation. It is not your right. It is you who should take it as a responsibility and make sure that you pay back to the bank, and make sure that you are doing it promptly, and make sure that you have a discipline towards that. And accordingly, yes, a lot of loans have actually made a huge asset for the people, for the borrowers. And yes, accordingly, please make sure that you are actually planning your finances rightly.